All right, let's get into number 7, and that is thumbnails and titles matter. Now, if you want me to do a video on making thumbnails and how I go about creating my titles, let me know in the comments because I'll be honest with you. I feel like I'm pretty good at thumbnails. My husband tells me that my thumbnail game is on point. So, if you want to learn more about how I go about it, just let me know in the comments and I'll come back and do a video on that. All right, let's jump into number 8. I don't want this to be too long, so I'm going to move quickly through these next ones. And I think it's actually, I did 5, 6, I think I'm on number 7. So, number 7 is you don't need any fancy equipment or like fancy editing software or honestly, really any experience whatsoever. I can tell you when I first started YouTube, I had no idea about video editing. I had never done video editing before, used video editing software. I did not have any fancy equipment. And here's the thing, I still don't. I've got this microphone that I got from Amazon, which I'll link below if you want to grab it. It works amazingly. Before I got this mic, I just used the microphone on my cell phone and I use natural light, which I'm sitting right in front of a window. I have a ring light and I use it sometimes, but I didn't spend money on that. That was a gift. So, anyway, you can start with little to nothing. And I'll put a link to a video that I did where I talk about how you really only need three things. You really only need three things to get started on YouTube. And I go into detail about what those three things are. So I'll put that in the description box as well. Now, we did 7. We're on number 8, 5, 6, 7. Number 8, or maybe I think I might be off a number. But the next one, beautiful people, is prepare. You do want to take some time to prepare what you're going to talk about, hence why I have a list, because I just took 5 minutes seriously and just thought about what are the things that I've learned over these past 40 days. And I told you I also had been journaling as well. So it made it a little bit easier to put this list together. But take time to plan and prepare what you want to talk about. Don't just get on here. I mean, and some people do, and it works for some people, but I like to take just a few minutes and write down a couple points on what I want to talk about. I even get on YouTube and just kind of scroll and see how I can get inspiration from other videos. And then I talk about it from my perspective, from what I've experienced and how it relates to Think Different Daily, because there's a lot of content on YouTube and I don't look at everything. I look for the content that's in the same category as Think Different Daily, and then I use that as inspiration. So just take time, carve out a few minutes to plan, and then I would highly encourage you to batch your content. So even as I record my videos, I look at, okay, I'm going to take the next 30 minutes and see how much YouTube content that I can record. And if can I make 3 videos out of my recording session or 2, but really trying to leverage the time. And in doing so, I've become a lot more efficient and it's not as overwhelming, truly, because I'll have the content and then all I have to do is just like edit it, piece it together, do the thumbnail and the title, and get it scheduled and posted. So if you can take some time to batch your content, I mean, it could be, for example, I'm going to take 30 minutes today. I'm going to record 2 videos and I'm going to post those 2 videos over the next 2 weeks. It's really that simple, but you have to make time. And don't you dare tell me there's not enough time, because I've heard it before. My clients tell me all the time, Jennifer, I just wish there was more time in the day. There are 24 whole hours. 24. We all get them. We all get 24 hours. So it's just a matter of how you use your time and what you do with your time. So there's time. All right, we're getting into the last tip, the last lesson that I have learned after posting 40 videos on YouTube in the last 40 days. Can y'all tell I'm excited? I'm telling you, I'm so proud because like I said, I started this channel a few years ago and I was not consistent. My husband and I, we wanted to dive in and we were planning and plotting, but we weren't excited and motivated enough to really stick with it. So I just want to tell the person who's listening to this right now, stick with it, and I hope that these tips are helping you. And the last one that I'll share is that done is better than perfect. Yes, done is better than perfect. Just get it done. Just start and then finish. Be done. Don't try to make it perfect. Don't try to spend all these hours, especially when you're just getting started, all these hours editing and doing all these fancy things in your videos. Just have a nice little setup. You could be sitting in your car, you could be sitting outside on a park bench, anywhere, but just have some decent lighting, some good audio, hit that record button, have some bullet points where, so you're not just you're not just rambling, and then post the video. Just remember, done is better than perfect, because perfection will have you paralyzed. Okay? By that, I mean you're so focused on having the perfect video, whatever that is, that you won't have any video. You'll get to the point where you're so exhausted and overwhelmed because of all the time you spent just on one video that you won't want to post another one, because you'll be dreading the hours. And that's where I was there. I had another YouTube channel that I started, and I was spending like 4 to 6 hours editing videos, and it was a lot of work, and I would be so exhausted after just editing and posting one video that it was a while before I posted another one. And guess what? That channel, nothing has happened with that channel. It's just, I think I posted 3 videos, 4 maybe. I've got some content still in the queue that I haven't edited, because the way I was approaching it was just all wrong for me at that time. And even now, I realize done is better than perfect. So get the content out if it's quality, right? Because that's important. You don't want to just put out junk that nobody's going to watch, because then you're undermining your own efforts. We don't want to do that. We want quality. We want quality, which is even more important than quantity, quality content, and just get it done. Don't try to be perfect, okay? You can aim high and miss. That's okay. I'd rather you aim high and miss than aim low and hit. And I know you might be thinking, what? That sounds crazy. I'd rather just set a lower bar and then I'll hit that bar. No, we are striving for a higher standard here on Think Different Daily. And if you are here, a part of this family, we're going to challenge you to do the exact same. So you're going to aim high and miss. And that's okay, because you strove for the highest standard of excellence, or the highest standard of perfection, and then you settled for excellence, right? So, beautiful people, if you made it this far, thank you so much. I am so happy that you were here, and I hope you learned something. If there was one of the tips that I shared that really is a major takeaway for you, let me know in the comments. And if there's anything you want to hear from me on this channel, any ideas that you have for future videos, I welcome your ideas as well. If you haven't watched part 1, I've linked it in the description so you can check it out, and you can hear my first 5 lessons that I've learned since posting on YouTube for the past 40 days, 40 videos in 40 days. That is amazing. And listen, you can celebrate me if you want to. I'm not here so that I can get your kudos. I have already celebrated and congratulated myself and cheered myself on, because this thing is happening and I am not stopping. So thank you for being here. Think Different Daily family. I will see you in the next one. And until then, bye for now.